Hey guys, Kyle with Lone Peak. We have built out our office. Partially, we're still waiting on floor. We're still waiting on some lighting and some trim work and doors, but we're making progress. Hopefully this place is soundproof-ish to cut the noise from out in the shop. Let me show you all what you guys are wanting to see as an update on where we're at with production. All right, so this is exciting. We got all of our extrudes in. This is one half of the camper that we pulled off of one of our sample builds that we built, but this has the new aluminum hinge inside of it. Keisha, if you want to kind of come closer. One of the issues that we had, this was actually early in testing, and then we also saw with the prototype that we had built up in Loveland, is when the doors were open, some water would actually come through the hinge a little bit because it'd be piling on during a rainstorm. So we added in this new aluminum profile a spot for a weather seal. So when this is open, you actually get a weather seal on the hinge. We tested this out the other day, and you get no water coming through, which is pretty freaking exciting. So drum roll, when are all the parts coming in? So we got our extrudes in, everything's looking great there. In just a couple days, we're getting our billet machine parts, which those are all the end caps that put a frame together. The last thing we're waiting on now, we didn't think this would be an issue because the parts were ready to ship at the beginning of this month. They're still waiting the board and airplane right now. Just got that email this morning, and today's Wednesday, Keisha, I believe. And so kind of a bummer. I thought those would be being delivered very soon. So, air shipment takes probably a week. This is an estimate here of actually getting it on the plane, quick trip across the pond, and then getting delivered. We're pretty close to the airport. So that's the last thing we're waiting on. Originally, we thought that we would build frames first and then put panels on and then put doors on last. We can't. We've been spending a lot of time with order of operations on all this, and instead of building a frame and then adding things to it, we're more of just building a camper all at once. And this is because of the order operations that are needed to do this right, do this efficiently. And one of the main things is that we use these adhesive VHB gaskets in between all the metal parts to make sure that it's watertight. And so if we put the rear structure together, we can't easily take it off to put the doors in later. So it really makes sense to do the doors along with the build all at one time. So we got to build a camper all at once instead of busting out 50 frames right now and then waiting for doors and the rest of the parts. So next question to answer for you guys. I know you guys have been waiting a long time for these things, and I really appreciate your patience here. This has taken longer than expected. So I appreciate your patience. You guys who order these things first are literally the lifeblood of making this company work and making this dream come out. So thank you for that. Obviously you want to know, when am I getting my camper? When can I get this thing installed? How many are going to make in October? Because that's what it looks like right now, is early October for the first installs after we get that air shipment in. That's an impossible question for me to answer right now because we've made these on a one-off basis. We're currently hiring a ton of people. We're figuring out, like I said, the order of operation for everything. There's not one part of the camper that's like really hard to build. It's just a lot of time. So it should be a fairly easy thing to scale as long as we train proficiently and we have good people in here. And so one thing we're not gonna do is to sacrifice quality at all. I have another company, and I've launched good products with that company, and we've also had a couple duds, which wrecked the company, honestly. So we have to get this right, and we have to get you a perfect product. And so it doesn't mean it's gonna take forever. It just means that it's, like I said, it's impossible for me to forecast. We're shooting between 50 and 100. That could just be pulled out of my butt, and it could be incorrect. So that is our goal though. And our goal is to ramp up to 100 as quickly as possible. And I'm gonna push the team. We have the finances to be able to accomplish that, to be able to bring on a dozen guys if we need to make this happen. But again, give us a little bit of leeway here. I will try to make more videos. I know I've been bad about that in the last couple of weeks. When I get into a headspace of production and make, just organizational things, I got my head down and I'm working. So I'm gonna try to, Keisha's gonna help me, remind me to just keep you guys updated. So I hope this is helpful, long-winded. but I'm hoping it's information that you guys want to know what's going on and where we're at. So any questions at all, reach out to us at team@lonepeakoverland.com. And again, thank you guys.